Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Now, presence. Come out. Hello. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapid to being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel feeling rhythmically right and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, widow the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect it, special ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Rivers' Chargers going up against Palmer's Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Diego Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Karan Reed coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. second down, Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's third down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now Palmer on third and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Following the interception here, Rivers got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 4th down. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Brandon Flowers is a veteran cornerback who often has his speed questioned, but never his playmaking ability.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. Give him 27 yards that time. And it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Get ready. Wide 18. Wide 18.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15.
Let's go, let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
On 2nd down, Palmer. That is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Michael Floyd, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Time running out here on the play clock. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's brought down. Gordon fell 6 yards shy of 100 in week 6, 27 carries. Now, most of his yards came on one carry, a 48-yard run in the second half.
Yeah, I know the Denver defense will console themselves and say, well, it's 26 carries for 46 if you take out that one run. But Melvin Gordon and all the other great runners would say, yeah, but I did it. That run has to count, doesn't it? And that's what he gives them, that explosiveness on any given play that he can go a long distance.
In motion is the tight end Gates. Rivers on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A toss play. Gordon fighting through. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Rivers now. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Rivers on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Well, incomplete there, but Charles, switching gears for a second, talking about quarterback play. We have seen a lot of good quarterback play so far this year, haven't we?
We always talk about Drew Brees. That's almost old hat, but let's give him his respect. But how about some new names that are on this list? Matt Ryan has elevated his game to its highest level. How about what Sam Bradford has done in Minnesota? Did anyone really see that coming? And the rookie, Dak Prescott, he deserves big-time mention for the start he's given Dallas.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Palmer. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 39 on third.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll come out in the pistol. And Palmer gives to Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. One receiver right, that's Brown.
Get ready. Blue 58. 57. Mike, 57. Hey.
Now Palmer to throw. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. You know, this San Diego team, they broke a streak they probably wanted to break in Week 6. That victory over Denver, they lost 10 straight within the division going back to 2014. That's no more.
And there's no way you can just take those 10 and throw them out. But think about the division they're in. The Broncos won the Super Bowl last year. You're talking about the Raiders. They have rebuilt now, and now they've become a contender. And in Kansas City, that defense, trying to work against them, good luck. Yeah, I can understand how the streak can get to 10 because that's a tough division to navigate.
Second down and just 1. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30 and lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rivers, and he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. On On second down, Rivers again. Gates has it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well, Gates returned to action against the Broncos in Week 6, but the young man, the 21-year-old Hunter Henry, starting to really emerge as Gates' successor, isn't he?
He is, and what I like now with Antonio Gates on the field, you bring Hunter Henry on the field, you can really increase your offense. You can balance things up so you don't know which direction they're going to go. They're starting to use them maybe like Gronk and Martellus Bennett in New England.
Gates 36, I said Henry 21, 15-year gap between those two.
My man, did you use a calculator or an abacus to figure out that age difference?
I stayed up all night on that one. You be careful. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down, Rivers. Caught by Gates, left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. All right, we've got an opportunity here. Let's talk injuries. Steeler Nation right now, they're just holding their breath with Big Ben's knee.
Yeah, they want him back pretty fast because if they want to go to the Super Bowl, they'll need Big Ben. The Baltimore Ravens Terrell Suggs has a torn bicep. He's played with it in the past. We'll see if he's able to do so. How about Eric Decker with the Jets? He's out for the season with a torn labrum.
And to finish on a good note, Des Bryant looking like he'll be back after the bye week, making Dallas even more dangerous.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. From the gun, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. On fourth down, they snap it to Rivers. Well, it's caught. He finds Norwood. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And they're going to speed things up here. Rivers on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They run it here with Gordon, and he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing, Rivers, caught by Gates, left side. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now they send a man in motion right. Rivers is going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Palmer on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Brandon Mebane forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Let's go, let's go.
On second down, Palmer under pressure, and they got to him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now Palmer on third and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And
there goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
they had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and 10. It's Palmer again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go, let's go. Mirror. Turn up.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now,
and he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Fresh set of downs here. 1 receiver right, that's Brown.
All right, now, 18.
On 1st down, it's Palmer. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Cards are going to have a 1st down. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which is led. Knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now it's Palmer. Looking, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten hit.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So out come the Chargers. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me, and I think a lot of the times they just...
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet.